back here at the National Firearms Museum here at NRA headquarters in beautiful Fairfax, Virginia. John Popp here with Phil Schreier, Senior Curator of the NRA Museums. Phil, we're on week 3 of our latest installment of Curator's Corners, 3 of 6. You've challenged me again to guess the theme. You said there could be a theme and even possibly a sub-theme. So I'm rolling. I've got lots of ideas, so I'm going to listen to this, and then I'll make my first guess after we wrap up this segment. So let's go ahead and find out what another beautiful firearm, by the way. These have just been all gorgeous. But what do we have this week?
Well, John, I actually thought of 2 more sub-themes. So there's actually four
levels.
Common denominators to each of the 6 guns. 4 common denominators.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Well, this is a beautiful and absolutely gorgeous 410 Lucchini, made in Italy, side-by-side shotgun from the Robert E. Peterson collection. The Lucchini features really deep relief engraving in the guns.
Yes.
It's not that, that very beautiful, but almost shallow banknote scroll engraving that you see on like a Boss or Purdy. This is the real deep, almost, you see a lot of this in German, Kornbrath, for instance. But the Lucchini engraving, very deep, very well executed, and very interesting. We've got, I think a couple of pheasants on there, but my favorite is this little guy right here. It's a Brittany Spaniel. Here he is in the flesh. His name is Endo. Endo. And you can see Endo's name is engraved right there inlaid in gold.
Wow.
Now, this is just one of 4 Lucchini shotguns that Mr. Peterson had commissioned, one in each different gauge. Right. So there's 410, there's a 28, a 20, and a 12. Okay. And on each one of the guns, right here on the left fence, is the name of the dog that's highlighted on the base. And that's actually from a photograph of Endo. Is engraved and inlaid in gold. Wow. And Mr. Peterson loved his dogs. In fact, right over your shoulder, his 2 favorite black labs, Jet and Bean, are illustrated in the Herb Stassen drawing that's there. And so this was a neat, not only a neat gun, beautiful 410 obviously, but Endo was one of the boys' favorites. Mr. Peterson had 2 sons, and Endo got his name because when he was a little puppy, they could come up behind him and stick their toe right under between his hind legs. And he loved doing this. They said he would roll up into a ball and they would just toe lift him from his hind, and he would go end over end down the hall like a beach ball. So that's how Endo got his name.
Wow. What a great honor for your dog. What a way to honor all of them like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I really like. You're talking about the deep engraving. I like how it continues off of here and the engraving travels up onto the barrels.
Yeah.
That is a great, it's a nice, it's fine detail, but it just adds to the sort of that whole, how impressive that engraving is.
It is, and the beauty of the Italian craftsmanship, again, the wood, and I think the cut on the hand checkering here is up to a 30, maybe 32 lines an inch. It's a lot finer than the 28 that we were looking at earlier on the 21. So, wow. Pretty neat piece.
All right, so tell folks how they can come and see this firearm here at the Firearms Museum or online, and then I'm going to make my first guess.
Well, Mr. Peterson's collection of Lucchinis featuring the family pets and hunting dogs is available here at the National Firearms Museum in Fairfax, Virginia, which is, of course, right off Interstate 66 at the intersection of U.S. Route 50. We're open 7 days a week, including most major holidays, from 9:30 until 5. There's plenty of parking and also free admission. If you're in Springfield, Missouri area, southwest Missouri, feel free to come by and visit the NRA's National Sporting Arms Museum at the Bass Pro flagship store in Springfield. And if you can't visit us in either of those locations, well, then we're on the internet 24/7 at nramuseums.com.
All right, so they're not all shotguns because the last one was a 22 long rifle, but I think my first level is they're They're all, before we get to the other ones, are all firearms from the Peterson collection.
Bingo.
See, I got one. I knew that one was the give me.
Yeah.
The deeper we're gonna have to get, you have to wait for the next second. That's all I got right now.
Okay, there's still two pretty big ones there. Still,
okay.
But the big one is the
Peterson.
big reveal.
All right,
Is still unrevealed.
Oh, okay.
The Peterson was that was
the gimme. All right, we're gonna get back to what was this? Segment 3, right?
This is 3.
All right, 4 coming up next week. Got to be back here next Monday for another installment of the Curator's Corner here on Cam & Company on Sportsman Channel. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, John.